Keep an eye on David Haynes in the 337 Hugh Jass VLN Porsche right now. This is for the first time today. Racebot TV, fan immersion. Hugh Jass VLN Porsche, the 337, still looking to make that battle with Arcadius Newman in the GTL VRT red machine. This is for position number 5. Just about. He had a vehicle in front of him in the form of the Hugh Jass team. Now Alexander Klenk will go behind the wheel, Emmanuel Halfarth. But that was, in my opinion, a very hairy, scary moment. And those tyres, you'll be very, very grateful if they're taking them off that vehicle.
I hope just for the sake of that argument, the engineer decides to leave them back on.
Jan-Erik Hoffarth right now as he gets past MIFCOM 6 of the Playing Ducks team, who are...
And when we talk about strategy, especially for these GT3 cars,
I'll tell you who's just got the jump here on the Hugh Jass VLN Porsche right now here, Randy. It's GTL VRT Red. Klenk's now got a lot of job to get past Newman in this situation. Both have lost a lot of ground here. Between those three, they've got a really nice battle going on. Standing by for interviews, part of the 337 team. Of course, part of the Hugh Jass 911, shall we say, right now in a battle with the GTL VRT Red machine. David Haynes joining us. David, a good opening 2 stints for you, and you find yourself in a real top 5 battle.
Yeah, g'day guys. Fantastic to be in a close battle like this. Yeah, 2 tiring but very rewarding stints. A bit faster in the first, but not as clean.
Yes, very rewarding in the opening stages of this event, and of course, you know, for the team, you started off in P13. You've made 14 positions throughout the day through various people running into their own ailments. Actually, P13 now, actually, as you've lost the position. But, you know, you're in this battle. You're in this scrap. You've got a 4th place just ahead of you in the form of the ERT Hornets. Another real Australian team looking to try and make some pushes, make some advances. Do you feel that, in terms of VLN, that you'll be happy with this result of P6, or do you really want to be pushing for those podiums in the next few races?
Oh, we want everything we can get. We want to do the best possible, but absolutely where we've come from for this to be, you know, the first Porsche entry for us in the series to have, I'm pretty sure we actually started 9th on the grid, and to be where we are now, very happy.
Well, you certainly have to be very happy, and of course you do have that driver in the vehicle right now of Alexander Klenk, so is it going to be Klenk to the end, and do you feel that maybe Klenk can get the job done for you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Klenk to the end. It's 3 AM here in the land down under. It's best I don't. But yeah, no, he's a real talented driver, good kid. I'm very happy to have him in the car to the end. Running the setup that he decided on with the softer rear bars. Don't normally take bar recommendations from 18-year-olds, but it's working for us.
Certainly is working for you right now, and of course, because you do have the spotlight, shout-outs, who gets it done for you then for Team Hugh Jass?
I mean, our generous benefactor, Mr. Jass, without whom it's just not possible to race, and very happy to crack open a Dickens cider after the race and enjoy that.
Certainly is. Well, David Haynes there joining us from the Hugh Jass team there. It's always a nice laugh to have the Hugh Jass boys there in the booth with us, Rand.
With Hugh Jass rounding out your top 5. MB Motorsport is 6th with Dos Argento's VLN 7th.
You've caught up with one of our favourite teams yet again. You've got Alexander Klenk here from the Hugh Jass boys.
Yeah, as I'm stood by with Alexander Klenk. Klenk finished top 5. What did Mr. Jass have to say about that?
Well, Mr. Jass is probably pretty happy. I think it was a pretty darn good result for our first real effort in this series in this car. It wasn't the best performance from me, but my buddy David Haynes did a good job in the start, and I just brought it home. I don't think I had an incident and this minor spin, but I don't think I cost us any positions, so it was pretty good.
So what do you think of that Porsche? Are we going to see you in it more often, or we see you maybe back in the MX-5 and the GT3, or are we just going to keep seeing the usual posts on Reddit?
Well, yeah, I'm a big fan of Porsche, so definitely maybe seeing more of us in that. Again, we're just sort of building up our team over time, getting into these bigger races, and yeah, I think definitely we might have more of a presence in this car and also the Mazda as well, because you know we have people who enjoy driving that too.
always good to hear. You guys have been sort of a staple in the VLN series, the last series. Well, about season and a half. You weren't in all of it last season. You've not been in all of it this season. But you guys seem to have a lot of fun, and a lot of the teams, a lot of the viewers always get a laugh at the team name. But to you guys, Alexander, congrats on the top 5. Any shout-outs? Who'd you like to thank?
Yeah, thank you. Just to my buddy David Haynes, who did the start and most of the race for us. Just the Hugh Jass team in general. They're a great bunch of guys, and looking forward to doing more races with them.